person that he did love is now gone. Guys, it's your girl Sierra. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be Bones at the Crossroads Fiction Friday edition. Woo! All right, let's get started. So, starting off with the summary. If you heard me in my 2 videos ago when I was talking about Bones at the Crossroads, I gave the Crossroads. Why do I keep saying crosswords? Oh, Lord, the ghetto. Malik is back at Cayman U. And there's a lot that has been a lot has happened in the first book, and so now that he's back, there is a lot of weight on his shoulders to pretty much keep Cayman U and his world intact that he just started to navigate. A certain someone is trying to come after his ass, and he pretty much is trying to hold it all together. And our man is ready to snap at some point. Like, this man he's been through some shit. He's not even a man. He's like 19 years old. This teenager has been through some shit. This child's been through something. So we get a lot of commentary talking about mental health. We talk about sexuality in terms of privilege. So we get that between Savon, D'Lo, and Malik during the homecoming court situation. We have like first love and all the triggers and trauma from that, all that good stuff, you know. Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive on into Fiction Friday. I have 2 topics because I'm trying to narrow these bitches down. We don't need to be doing all that goddamn much. If y'all want to talk about it, please comment below. Let's talk about the book in the comments, please. So before we dive in, please subscribe to the channel, turn on those notification bells because this month is about to be packed, okay? 14 videos this month, okay? Y'all gonna need to know when these videos pop up, all right? I will try my best to post it on my social media, if y'all follow my social media, even on the post tab too. So please like those posts. Let me know when the video's coming up so you prepared. Yeah. Anyway, let's go and get started. All right, if I look down, that's because I got my notes right here. So first, starting off with the concept of family. So I feel like family is loosely defined in the first book because of the background that Malik comes from. He was in the foster care system and he gets put into a home. I believe he had been put into a few homes after the inciting incident of his mother disappearing and him believing that he obviously killed her. Moving on past that, though, I feel like the only sense of family that he has is from Tay, but the definition is so loose in the first book that when we get to the second book, it starts to form the definition that Malik has for family. But there are also some holes because of certain characters who start to do some more shit that they shouldn't have been doing. Okay? Yeah. Malik has become overly protective of Tay to the point that anyone new comes off into his life, he completely writes them off. And I think that's also because of the background that he did grow up in, because of being in a foster care system, not having a secure home life after the incident that obviously the police and everybody found him in as a kid. Not having a secure home. These grown-ass adults who should not have any children in their household, who should not have any contact information with a foster care system to have children there. Because they were not safe people. They were very violent, very dangerous people. So I feel like Malik has become so protective of Tay because of that. And it's very much some PTSD, hypervigilance, and hyper independence too as well, because he even graduated early so he can take Tay out of the house. Like he overworks himself to protect Tay, and Tay's not even his biological brother, but they had connected, I believe, in one of the previous homes, so he really just saw Tay as his brother. So he's always been taking care of him and protecting him. So whenever Malik starts to meet new people, new grown-ass adults, he's like, who the fuck are you? He don't trust nobody. So when he finally meets certain family members in the first book, he's like, I don't know you. And he's very defensive. Granted, rightfully so. And then we get more into the first book of other family members, and then the one family member who he loved and adored completely shatters that. We get into the second book. He is like so protective and so defensive, and the only person that he did love is now gone. I will say that, because you're probably thinking one thing, but I really mean something else. But you gotta read the book. So then when another family member comes in, he's like, I don't know you. And Grant, rightfully so, because there's been too much going on. I don't trust none of these people. So I was on the fence with him too as well. So I completely get it. But he actually starts to find family at KMU, and some of those family members stay intact, but obviously someone did scar him. He actively puts himself as a protector, which adds even more pressure to him up until the moment that he does snap. And he just feels like an overwhelming sense of responsibility for everyone around him because of his powers, because of everything that's going on, all tied to him. And so he overdoes it, and it burdens him down because he can't tell anybody what's going on. And it hurts him, really. It really does hurt him mentally, emotionally, physically. It's draining. So he really just shuts down and internalizes everything. All right, guys, moving on to the next concept, which is mental health. So with a lot of the added pressure and the inability to tell his friends what's going on, Malik's mental health suffers, as I literally discussed at in the previous section of family, just taking on a lot of responsibility. And after spending his childhood thinking that he hurt his mom, and now he's coming to terms of his reality, and everything just like hits him, pretty much. Everything hits him. Because I don't want to tell you. I need to like try to keep this as minimal as possible, but you're probably like, girl, just share something. I don't want to tell you because I already spoiled some books for y'all, and I don't want to do that anymore. But we do get a scene where Malik, D-Lo, and some other characters are in a group therapy session with Mr. Davidson. He is the counselor there, and they really start to talk about a lot of different things that young men go through, especially sexuality too, for young men, especially for Black men, and the struggle that they face with family members and just life in general too, because at first Malik is very reserved. He doesn't want to. He'll say like, oh yeah, I'll go or whatever, but he doesn't really go. He's not open to it yet. But then after that initial group session, he actually starts to go to see Mr. Davidson on his own. And that starts to open him up about just the pressure and the responsibility that he puts on himself. Because yes, there is some responsibility that people put on him, but a lot of it is internalized, that he has developed since being in the foster care system, and saying that he's going to take care of take care of Tay. That was something that he wanted to take on. He made that decision, that intention to care for someone younger than him because he didn't have to. And so with doing that and doing everything to take care of Tay, there's a lot more that adds on top of it with everything that he goes through to not only protect Tay, but to protect himself, now to protect friends that he's finally made, because he didn't really have friends when he was in high school. He was just ready to he was just trying to do what he needed to do to get out, and he graduated early. So you could tell he wasn't really focused on making friendships or connections. His focus was on Tay and focused on a lot of protecting. And so when you go into the second book, he does a lot of that for his friends, and his friends don't even know what is even going on. And he has to not say it, but he has to also be responsible of them, of their safety, because of the problems with this person trying to come after him. You just gotta read it. Malik starts to make a familial connection, and it ends abruptly. Plus, losing a friend, he is experiencing profound loss after losing so much as a teen and a kid. So he feels like he wants to make sure that Tay has that experience of of being a teen, to be a teenager, to be a kid that he never got. So he's doing a lot of displacement and a lot of just a lot of added pressure to make sure that Tay has the life that he never had, because Tay is technically in middle school. I thought he was older, but technically he's in middle school. So Malik didn't get that opportunity to just have a girlfriend and have like certain emotions not be tied to such traumatic situations. Like, Tay is worried about his girlfriend going to a magic school without him and him not having magic powers. That is literally the most benign and normal teenager, not even normal because it's a fantasy book, but in the world of a fantasy book, it's the most normal response and normal levels of anger to have. Like, he starts to become defiant and wants to talk back to Baron and Aunt Bridget. Like, that type of thing is what's so normal about being a middle schooler, of being a child, of being a preteen, that Malik didn't get to have. He was probably very hypervigilant, PTSD from, and also neglected, abused, all that type of thing from being in the system and being in these households. So he wants Tay to literally have that wants to have that normal life of just being a normal, annoying teenager on some bullshit. Like, that's what he wants him to have. But yeah, I feel like those are really like the big two focuses of the book. When we get to the third one, we about to see some other shit. Okay, it's gonna be a mess. But overall, I really like the book. I love the characters. The magical element is on par. And I will say this. This is the first Black fantasy book where our main character is not just Black fantasy, but the first fantasy book I've ever read where the main character isn't a white girl who is average as fuck, who somehow has the powers to save the world, and everything is on her to do something to save the world, but she's so average about it. It's literally a Black teenager. He's like 19, 20, maybe max. I think he's 19, who is literally who has the weight of the world on him to save the world. It's on a Black teenager. I love it. I rated this book about 4.75 stars, 5 stars. Either one's amazing book. Just some minor things because of how I felt towards the characters, but nothing towards the actual book or Ladarian's writing or anything like that. But yeah, I absolutely love this book. I highly recommend it for you all. If you like this video, be sure to like this video. Comment down what you thought of the book. Or if you haven't read the book, comment down the magic wand. I believe a magic wand is an emoji. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Bye. Mwah.